Hi everyone! Today I'm going to show you how to sublimate a phone case. Here we go. So the first step that you're going to want to do is heat up your heat press to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. So I'm going to do that and I'll take you along with me. So I have the Better Sub heat press. I've been using it for a while. It works really great. Let's turn it on. And then let's just make sure it's at 400. So we're just gonna go enter, okay, 400, perfect. So it's already at 400 and all the settings are good. So now it's going to heat up. So while your heat press is heating up, we're gonna wanna find the image or design that we want to put on our phone case. So here we go. So I'm gonna look up hearts, but I'm gonna do colorful hearts just so I don't get red or pink, because normally that's the go-to when it comes to heart design. So if we do wallpaper, we could try design, see what that gets us. Ooh, so this is pretty. So I either like this one. It's really pretty. It has a lot of different colors to it. Or this one. So really the choice is up to you. It depends on the look that you want. And again, you could literally choose any design that you want. I'm just going with hearts for this tutorial. So I think I'm gonna go with this one just because there's a lot more colors that I could get in the image from the start. So I'm going to now save it as colorful hearts to my desktop. So after exporting the image onto my desktop, I realized that it says vector stock on the bottom because that's where it's from. So what I'm going to do is do Command-Shift-4. And I'm just gonna take a screenshot as a rectangle just so it gets a good design because that's how you're gonna want it for the phone case. So I personally find it a lot easier when you resize it into a rectangle because all the different phone cases have different rectangular sizings. So if the image is in a square, it's gonna be a lot harder to make it the size you want because the image will look compressed and it won't look as good. So by editing it before and resizing it to a rectangle helps a lot. So now what we're gonna wanna do is open up Design Space, which I have done already, and click New Project. From here, we're gonna do Upload, Upload Image, Browse. I'm gonna take that screenshot that I did, press Complex, and continue. So I'm just gonna clean up the background because I want it to be completely plain when I transfer it onto the phone case. So just give me a moment and I will be right with you in a second. All right, so now that I've cleaned up the image for my design, I will press Continue and then do Print and Cut Image. And put it on. So before I continue resizing the image, I'm just gonna take my ruler with the phone case and just make sure I know what sizings to do it. So come along with me while I do that. So I have my sublimation phone case. So I'm going to measure it. So I have my ruler here and it is around 5 inches height and around 2 and a bit for that. So now that I know that, I'm going to go back over here and I'm going to put this as 2.7. Enter. Wow, that's perfect. And then look, it is 4.49 inches long, height, and that is too small, so we're just gonna put it as 7, just to give us some wiggle room. So in this case, you might wanna use the function where you unlock it and just move it inwards a bit so it's like more skinny. And look, so it condenses the hearts, but because they're hearts, it doesn't look too bad, but of course you don't want to do it too much. So I'm just gonna do it like that. So before I continue, I want to make sure I had paper in my printer, and I use the A-Sub company for my sublimation paper transfers. And so yeah, so I'm gonna put another sheet in. And voila. So my final edit came out to 6 inches height and 2.95 wide. So now we're gonna press make it. We're gonna wanna make sure mirror is on, even though it is heart, so it doesn't make a difference. And then from here, we're gonna wanna press continue, send to printer, remove add bleed because we don't need it, and use system dialog so that it is the best quality. So let's change the settings for that. And we're gonna put it at best and we gonna print. All right, so now what we're gonna wanna do is take off the film from the case. And position it on your design the way you like it. Perfect. From here, you're gonna wanna get your tape to put on the sides. So one moment. So I have the tape, and now we're gonna put it along the edges of the phone case so it sticks on well. So yeah, let's take a few pieces and cut, cut, cut. Bear with me. So I like to just put it like this way, right on. I could also put it along the edges just to keep it down. So that's what I'm gonna do. And then the last part. And I'm just gonna put on this top part of it. So it looks like this. Looks like this, all taped up. So I actually normally cut the edges so I don't have that black part, so I'm just gonna do that fast. Right, perfect. So now it's taped on. Let's head to the next step. So now that the heat press is ready, let's sublimate the phone case. So just for you guys to know, I'm using the Crown phone case, the black one. If you use the blue one, it's made out of plastic. So like this is metal and it's much better quality. So let's put it on the heat press and let's see what happens. So we put it on like this. Grab some parchment paper to put on top of it. And then swing it over and let's press. We're gonna hold down for around 10 seconds. So now we're gonna see if the design went onto the case. So how we check that is we flip it over, and if we see the design on the other side, then it works. And I would suggest doing it this way when you heat it, because or else then you'll get marks from the design if you do it the other way. So while it's cooling off, the next step you're gonna wanna do is remove the film. So let's do that. From here, we could take our design. It feels cool now. So we'll take the tape off. Or we could just go like this. I'll use my scissors to help me a bit. And let's check it out. Wow, it turned out really well. So, 1 second. So, here's the phone case. Looks good. So now we're gonna put it on. So we're gonna put it on very carefully. We're gonna put the sides on first. Just so it all fits. And from here, I'm gonna make sure that it's all in on the sides. And then look at that. We've made a phone case and it looks great. I can't wait to use it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope my tutorial was helpful and that you learned something new. Please let me know what other kinds of videos I can make for you guys. And also, please subscribe so you could see more tutorials from me. And also follow me on TikTok to see how I create my projects at CoolStuffMTL.